My name is Mike Caswell, and my wife and I decided to visit Aruba Beach Villas in February 2019 after seeing these lovely photographs on a couple of websites showing the units, but these unfortunately have been digitally enhanced. If you look at the first one here, you'll see that there's a flat screen TV, nothing like it in the property. And this photograph of the lush grass outside is obviously digitally done because there is no grass in Aruba. They don't get any rain. If you think you want to sit underneath these umbrellas watching the sunset, sipping a cocktail, think again. They simply don't exist. If you like this lovely view, you'll be disappointed. There are a few problems with it, as you'll see in a minute. Make a note of the swing set on the far right and the table and chairs here. Both items are very dilapidated and extremely dangerous. They get splinters from the chair. They advertise that you can use their equipment free of charge here for windsurfing and sailing. Here are some more enhanced photographs of the other rooms that are available in this property. The original photograph used in the adverts, and you will see on the left hand side there's a flat screen TV. Unfortunately, that's nothing like the thing that we had to look at. It was very dated, about 30 years old, as you can see from this photograph here. Even the ocean view photos have been staged to hide the very busy highway and bus route that runs about 50 feet from the units. The beach is a coral shingle which is almost impossible to walk on without shoes. I'm 5'10" and learned quickly to duck under the canopy on the front deck. No building codes here. It was dark and late when we arrived, but I noticed a distinct shabbiness as soon as we entered. This place hadn't been painted in 20 years. If it had been earlier in the day, we would have left immediately. The bed was very cheap and I had constant back pain from sleeping on it. No headboard. Pillows were minute. The sheets were clean, but just look at the state of the box mattress. So this is our fridge, and the leg is missing at the bottom, and this is what we have to put up with here. Pretty good, huh? The bathroom had no drapes or blinds and looked out onto a walkway. People could actually look into the room. I used a hand towel as a drape, but even that was moth-eaten. In their defense, it was clean. Entering the bathroom, the first thing you won't notice is the 1-inch high step on the bathroom threshold. On the way out, it's a 2-inch high step. You can see here that this toilet cistern has been repaired with, it looks like silicone rubber, but they omitted to repair the crack here, and consequently we have a lot of water dripping out of here. And there's plenty of it, as you can see here. And the other problem that they have here is that this valve here gets stuck in the open position. Prove me wrong. Oh, there you go. Stuck. So this runs all night if you let it. Delightful. There is nowhere to put your personal items except on the cistern, but as the flapper valve needed continually adjusting to stop the water flow, this was a bad idea. The sink plug was broken and if used was difficult to remove. They removed the cistern, so we used the bathroom in the adjacent empty unit. The condition of this unit was exactly the same as ours, so we saw no point in vacating. However, it took 2 days for us to discover that they had made another repair to this same cistern, which any sane person would have discarded. And this is the toilet seat. Even the shower head leaked. This is the power point in the bathroom. You can see it's hacked into the light system, and the actual plug is glued onto the tiles. Thankfully, it doesn't work. Mouse droppings. Mouse droppings. There is no fume hood or any means of exhaust from the kitchen area, no smoke alarms, no decent cookware and no cleaning equipment. The sink sprayer is defective. Note the fire extinguisher in the background. More on that later. There is no hot water supplied in the sink. We were told that was a luxury on the island. The detergent supplied was watered down so much it was of little use. There were no plugs for the sink, so washing up was almost impossible. The bolt on the door has no fitment, so is loose, and the door can easily be forced open. The hob rings are quite rusty and probably dangerous. Toaster and coffee maker are very old and cheap. We were under the impression we could get a snack and a drink as there was a dining area displayed. This area was never open or used once in our entire 10-day stay. The fire extinguisher. I showed this to Phil, the owner-manager, and he said it was okay because the arrow in the dial was still on green. I pointed out the inspection certificate was 5 years or more out of date and asked why there were no smoke detectors in the building. He became agitated and rude. There is a shed-like area with over 100 windsurf sails hanging there. They were for the free use of patrons, I was told by Phil. They all looked very shabby, frayed, and most of them had the coatings peeling from them. I never saw anyone using them. It concerned me that with such dilapidated equipment, folks would be risking their lives using them, and there was no support in the way of any rescue vehicle being available. And finally, I find the TripAdvisor excellent stickers plastered on the office wall and door to be disconcerting. Obviously, this does not do TripAdvisor any good and demonstrates that they hand out these stickers to anyone regardless.